Hi there, Barb here, and today on this Barb Stamps video I want to show you how to make this cute matchbook card. It's just a card that opens just like a pack of matches. We're going to use the Apple of My Eye stamp set. This is a stamp set that's in the Occasions catalog currently, but it will be retiring at the end of this month, May 2016. Got a few cardstock pieces here for you. I've got a piece of Calypso Coral that measures 4 1/4 by 11. I've got a piece of Whisper White that's 4 by 4 and a piece that's 4 by 4 1/2, along with a little strip of our in color envelope paper in the Cucumber Crush design, and this is 3/4 of an inch by 4. We're going to start with our big piece of Calypso Coral. Bring in the scoring tool. I've got my markers at the 1 inch mark and the 6 1/4 inch mark. Lay the long edge at the top of the tool. I'm going to use the smaller end on my stylus and give myself some score lines here. So we're going to fold this bottom piece up. Bring your bone folder in and give that a nice crisp fold. And then we'll fold this layer over as well. Okay. So the first thing we want to do after we folded it is we want to staple this little piece right here. Bring in my stapler, and I'm just going to kind of eyeball it so that it's even on both sides and not too far up. I've got it about 1/4 of an inch from the bottom because I want to make sure that my flap will still go in there. So line it up. Staple it closed. Easy enough. The next thing is to attach our little tiny piece of envelope paper, and I'll just attach that with some snail adhesive. Line that up. There we go. Next step's going to be to stamp both of our pieces of Whisper White here. I'm going to bring in a scratch paper just so I don't mess up my fancy logo here. I'm going to start with our Cucumber Crush, and we're going to start with the 4 by 4 piece. You want to start with your greeting first, and that way you can add the orange slices around it and kind of fill in the space. Ink that up. Bring in our Calypso Coral, and I'm just going to start randomly stamping these little pieces around my greeting. Oops. One up there in the corner. And then our inside piece, I'm just going to have one up here and one down here at the bottom. I also need to stamp a scrap so that I can pop up one of these orange slices. So I'll just stamp that onto a scrap. I'm going to bring in my Watermelon Wonder now, and I'm going to stamp the little seeds that go in the center of all of these circles. It's just a tiny bit darker. Since these are photopolymer stamps, I can just sort of see right down the center of the stamp and see that I'm going to hopefully place these little seeds in the right spot. We're going to bring the Cucumber Crush back in, and now we're going to add some leaves near these slices. Okay. Ooh, maybe right down there. Possibly one there. Get these inside leaves. I'm going to double up on these. There we have the inside. I'm also going to stamp a couple of these leaves on my scrap, and then I'm going to fussy cut those out with my paper snips. So the orange slice that's on the scrap, I'm going to punch that out, and I'm going to use the 1 3/4 inch circle punch. And then for the leaves, I'm going to take a pair of snips and fussy cut these out. Probably speed this up so you don't have to watch me cut it the whole time. Okay, there's one. And then I have another one already done because I do need 2. Get rid of these scraps. All right, so now we're pretty much ready for assembly. So this is the centerpiece. Add a little bit of, a little bit of snail in these corners. Okay, and just slide that down in there, making sure it's even on the 3 sides and the top. Perfect. Our little front piece, I'm going to do the same thing to it. Okay, and again, doing the 2 sides and the top. I think I said 3 sides earlier, didn't I? I meant 2. Okay, get that done. Add a little bit of snail on the back side of this slice, and then I'm just going to add my little leaves to that. Like so. Bring in a couple Stampin' Dimensionals. Pop this up. Yeah, how about like that? And then our final touch is going to be one of the larger rhinestones on the Rhinestone Basic Jewels for the center of this orange slice right here. And that's all there is to making a matchbook card.